What could possibly link Raja Louis XVI, the last king of France before the French Revolution, and J. Edgar Hoover, the man who shaped the FBI into a powerful institution in the 20th century? Separated by time, culture, and geography, these two figures may seem worlds apart. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find a surprising thread that ties them together: a tale of power, downfall, and the relentless pursuit of control. Let's first step into the opulent world of Raja Louis XVI. Born into luxury, Louis was the symbol of absolute monarchy in France. But despite his position, Louis was an indecisive leader, caught in the whirlpool of revolution. The extravagance of his court, coupled with his inability to address the growing unrest among the people, led to his tragic downfall. Louis XVI's reign ended with the abolition of the monarchy and his execution by guillotine, a symbol of the collapse of absolute power. The guillotine, once a symbol of justice, became the harbinger of the king's demise, marking the end of an era. Fast forward over a century later across the Atlantic to the United States of America. J. Edgar Hoover, the first director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, held a different kind of power. Where Louis XVI ruled through divine right, Hoover's reign was marked by the iron grip of law enforcement. From 1924 to 1972, Hoover wielded unprecedented influence, using the FBI to monitor, control, and often intimidate those he deemed a threat to national security. Hoover's methods were controversial, to say the least. He kept secret files on political figures, activists, and even celebrities, using these dossiers to maintain his position and control over American society. So what connects these two men? Both Louis XVI and J. Edgar Hoover were men of power, but their approaches to maintaining control were starkly different. Louis's power was inherited, while Hoover's was built. However, both were ultimately undone by their inability to adapt to changing times. Louis XVI couldn't grasp the revolutionary spirit sweeping through France, while Hoover failed to recognize the shifting dynamics of American society during the Civil Rights Movement. In their pursuit of control, they each left behind a complex legacy. Louis XVI's death symbolized the end of absolute monarchy in France, paving the way for the rise of democracy. Hoover, on the other hand, left behind a legacy of a powerful but deeply mistrusted FBI, shaping how Americans view their government to this day. The stories of Louis XVI and J. Edgar Hoover serve as powerful reminders of the dangers of clinging to power without adaptability. In an ever-changing world, those who fail to recognize the tides of change are often swept away by them. Both men, in their respective eras, reached the pinnacle of power, yet neither could escape the inevitable consequences of their actions. So, what do you think? Could the fates of Louis XVI and J. Edgar Hoover have been different if they had understood the true nature of power? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of history's unlikely connections, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the echoes